In today's video, we take a look at a man who refuses to marry his fiancée after she refuses to sign the prenup, and this woman here who is giving really destructive advice to other women. But before we jump in, please make sure to subscribe the channel and turn on the bell notification.
If there's one thing I've learned dating men, it's that doing less will always get you more. Always. I feel like a lot of women have a tendency to think like when you start liking him, you're like, oh, okay, I like him. Let me cook him dinner. Let me see if I can pick him up from work. Let me buy his meal sometimes. You start thinking if I do all of this, then he will see what a catch I am. It's having the opposite effect, I promise. Have you ever heard a man be in a relationship with a woman or he's like, I liked her because she did so much for me? Was it a healthy relationship that it looked like you want to be a part of? Did it seem like he respected her? Did it seem like he really loved her? Or did it sound like she was made? When men like you, they want to give to you. When men like you, no matter what they have, whether they rich, poor, or somewhere in between, they want to give to you because they know that that's what it's going to take to get more of her time. If I have to buy her lunch, I'm going to buy her lunch because I need some more of her time. If I have to pick her up from work, I'm going to pick her up from work. Whatever it takes to get some more of her time.
I have seen many women treating their men with respect and care about them even when they didn't ask for it. But guess what? None of those women are feminists, nor they are modern scumbags like yourself. They are soft and traditional. And guess what? Every man dreams of such type of women.
If I have to get her tires fixed, then I'm fixing them tires. Whatever it takes to get more of their time. When they like you, they want to do all that stuff. But you as a woman, when you start thinking, how do I make him like me? Oh, let me go do this, that, and the third. You already lost. You already lost. Because it looks like you're auditioning to be his girlfriend. And if you are auditioning to be his girlfriend, you're never going to make it past the tryout. I promise. I saw TikTok the other day. This is not about her. It's no hate to the creator before y'all start calling me bullies and all types of names in my comments. Not about her. It's just an example. But she was saying that she's been dating a man since June. It's October. She's been dating this man, and there's been multiple occasions where he's at work and he texts her and says, I'm hungry. I forgot my lunch. Will you bring me some food? So she's like, oh, yeah, sure. She will go get the food, buy the food, no reimbursement, coming out of pocket and never getting it back, and bring it up to his job like she's a DoorDash driver. That's what it was giving. It was giving DoorDash.
A woman getting her boyfriend his lunch is giving her DoorDash vibes. No wonder she is single, because her attitude and beliefs will be a nightmare for any kind of man. And it is because of such women promoting these nonsensical acts that more and more men are leaving the dating scene.
And now she's told him, hey, I really like flowers. Will you buy me some flowers? Which you really should not even ever have to ask a man to buy you flowers. Personally, personal opinion, sorry. Nonetheless, he said no. I'm not doing it. I don't buy women flowers. That man is in receiving mode. He's not in giving. He's in, his palm is open. It's open and you keep putting stuff in it. You keep putting stuff in it. So why would he ever turn the tables? Now, for that specific situation, I think he really just don't like her that much. But that's not my business and that's not my point. My point is, when you as a woman get in the mood where you keep giving and giving and giving, he's going to take and take and take and take. His hand is open and he's not going to close it. He would be a fool to. Why would he stop taking when he could just keep taking? What do you mean? So when you get that urge, when that little voice in your head is like, oh, let me go cook him his favorite meal, even though he's never done anything to deserve this. Let me go cook him his favorite meal and drop it by his house. And then he will see what a good girlfriend I would be. You've already lost, babe. You've already lost. Give it up.
He is not a fool for receiving that treatment from her. He is a fool to not recognize her efforts, and sooner or later, she will leave him for a better man. But that still doesn't mean that women should not treat and care for their man, because if your relationship is transactional, then a man also is going to be transactional and ask for a prenup. Now, before this clip plays, I request you all to please ignore the funny side of this clip and just try to understand the message.
Hi, baby.
Damn, girl, you know it's 3 p.m. You just now getting up? But anyway, I just made you some rabbit food so you can stop eating like a damn frog.
Oh, you always spoil me.
Yeah, I should give you food poisoning since you got me waiting to clap them cheeks.
It's okay. It's only for 6 months.
Yeah, that's a long time for me to be waiting. You know, my man downstairs needs some maintenance.
It's so big. I'm going to have to hire a maid to keep it clean and everything.
Yeah, I mean, wait, what?
I can't wait to marry you next week.
Speaking of which, I got these papers right here. And I'm going to need you to sign them so I can make sure we're good on your level and on my level. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, since you love me and everything, I want to make sure you marry me for me and not just
prenup?
Damn, bitch, you spit on me? Damn, you didn't even brush your teeth, didn't you?
I can't believe this. Do you think I'm some kind of a gold digger?
Yeah, I mean, let's see. We just met last month. You already moved in. Every day you ask me to buy you something. Suspicious, red flag. Come on now.
If you really love me, you won't make me sign this. It makes me feel like you don't trust me.
That's because I don't. And don't try to gaslight me to have a feeling for you. This is what I want, okay?
What about what I want?
Quite frankly, I don't give a damn what you want.
And you won't make me sign this.
This bitch done ripped the prenup. You know I got a printer in the other room, right? I'm just trying to make sure you're real and you're legit. And you really love me for me and not my money.
Well, that is going to be a big problem, because majority of the modern women only love the guy until he can provide them with the luxuries of life. That's why whenever the talks of a prenup begin, they start to gaslight or guilt trip them into dropping it. And next, we have this woman here who is talking a lot in her emotions.
I just went on the worst second date I've ever been on. So, okay, second date. I went on a first date with him last week. It went really well. We went for drinks, and then we went to the park, and then we walked his dog, and we ate pizza, and it was great. And then, so he asks me to go out again tonight. We're supposed to go for, well, he wanted to go on something more elaborate, but I was really tired this week, so I was like, can we do something chill? So, we were supposed to go on a walk and a picnic, and, I 6:30 at night and watch the sunset. That was his idea. And I get to his place, where we're gonna walk from, and he's like, so, my friend is having, is in this tournament for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he's fighting in it. Do you want to go watch him? And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, no, but I didn't know how to say no. So I said yes. But I'm thinking, it's okay. It's probably not that long, and, we'll probably go do something after. So we get there, and he pays $45 for the both of us. And I'm sitting there, and, his friends keep showing up. So it's, me, and, him, and then, 3 of his friends. And, I introduce myself, but, it's weird. And then, I don't know why, I'm just, feeling, panicky at this point. I'm uncomfortable. And I'm like, so, how long is this? He's like, oh, I think it's supposed to go till 10. And I'm like, till 10? I straight says, I'm not staying till 10. I can't stay here till 10. And then, at this point, I'm, not feeling good. And, I'm about to cry.
There is no need for crying. Though if you felt uncomfortable or didn't like something, then you can definitely remove yourself from there. Which I don't think is that difficult, to be honest.
And, I don't know why I'm about to cry, but, that's what I was feeling. I was feeling anxious. I was feeling uncomfortable. So I tell him I'm going to go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom. I call my best friend. I start crying on the phone. And then she, helps me with my anxiety. And then I go back in and I'm like, it's okay. We're probably going to do something after. It's fine. So I sit down. I'm talking to him. And I'm like, so, can we go to, my favorite restaurant after this? It's not very far. And he's like, oh, I kind of, told the guys that I would go to the gym with them at 10 p.m. So I'm like, you're going to go to the gym tonight at 10 p.m.? After this? And he's like, yeah, they just added me to the group chat, and I have to go. I just committed to it. You committed to it? You committed to our second date? At this point, it is 8 p.m. I'm not staying there for 2 hours for me to leave by myself and him go to the fucking gym. This man is 31, by the way. I finally get up the courage to tell him, at 8:05, to tell him that, I'm leaving. So I'm like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna go home now. And, he's like, oh, are you sure? Can you stay and watch my friend fight? And I'm like, oh, when's he going? He's like, oh, there's 7 people ahead of him. I'm just like, no, I'm gonna go now. And I'm telling him this, holding back tears. I don't know if he's stupid, he just couldn't tell. But, I'm, trying not to cry. I'm telling him that, I'm leaving. Yeah, it's 8:27. He hasn't texted me or anything. He's still there. I go to my friend's house. That was horrible.